Oh, I wouldn't. I'm not sure I'll limit it to 60 seconds.
That's fine.
Number one, what I found despicable is the implication that this language, tremendously odious, actually it could be emblematic of the sentiments of the 260,000 men and women of the Department of Homeland Security. Number one. Number two, Senator Hawley takes a adversarial approach to me in this question, and perhaps he doesn't know my own background. Perhaps he does not know that I am the child of a Holocaust survivor.
This is Russell Dobular with Keaton Weiss filling in for Jimmy Dore, who is down under in Australia, who attended the White House dinner for Mohammed bin Salman. It's a pretty interesting list. Here's Jake Tapper covering a little bit of this.
Standing by to see the president and first lady greet Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Presumably he's washed the blood off his hands, whom they are hosting for a lavish dinner. The pomp and circumstance that we're seeing, along with the warmth and the praise and the denial of Saudi Arabia's actual record, is something more typical of a visit from an allied Western democracy instead of a monarchy with a checkered human rights record. The visit to the U.S. marks the very first for MBS since the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, who worked for the Washington Post 7 years ago.
Now, of course, that hypocrisy is on full display, but it's also interesting who got invited. Elon Musk will be joining President Trump's dinner with Saudi Arabia's crown prince. We are so freaking back. Let's go. From MAGA Voice. Wow.
We are so
I'm
back.
Surprised he was able to get that out with Elon's dick all the way down his throat like that. Here's Cuckturd. Elon Musk saw the Epstein files. Elon Musk called Trump a PDF file that was in the Epstein files. Does Trump sue Elon Musk? No. He gives him more contracts and helps get him business with Saudi Arabia. Juanita Broderick. Simply amazing. The old gang is back together and it's awesome. Trump made sure Elon got a warm reception. I recently asked Juanita Broderick in response to her claiming that Target prices were down, if the best way to retaliate against a rapist is by supporting a rapist. So far, she has not gotten back to me, but that seems to be the tactic that she has adopted. She's going to get back at Bill Clinton for his sexual assault by supporting a PDF file who, by many accounts, is guilty of multiple sexual assaults. So here's that reception that Juanita is so excited about. Wow.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. What an honor.
I bet you those people don't have to worry about their health care, huh?
Where's that ballroom?
Those people don't have to worry. That's well, that's not the new one.
I know.
They're not done with the new one.
Seems like a nice ballroom. Seems like
nice enough.
Seems nice enough.
You got
to destroy half the White House. Yeah, it seems like a nice ballroom to me.
Pretty nice. Pretty
Not
nice. Elon Musk attends the White House dinner for Saudi Crown Prince. Guess who he's seated next to? Pfizer CEO Albert Boria. It's one big club.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
No, you are not. No, you are not. That's right. Very nice. I bet they're not worried how they're going to afford Thanksgiving dinner, huh? They're not worried about rising prices. It's almost like putting faith in people who don't know people like you and don't want to know people like you is suicidal. To think these people are going to do anything for you, like they care about you. It's
So I'm
almost like
working
they
on.
don't care if you drown.
I'm working on this time machine. Maybe you can get in it, go back, make a vaccine that actually stops you from getting the thing you're supposed to get. You know, maybe if you get a second chance at it, you can hop in my time machine. I'll sell it to you for $1 billion. Pretty sure it works.
Didn't you guys promise that most of the lower classes would die of cancer by now? Why are they still around? Why are they? 'Cause I'm getting a lot of shit from these troglodytes. Weren't you going to murder most of the human race? What happened? What happened? I should have known better than to trust you with that. I'm going to unleash my nanobots on the human race in about 6 months. So you better get in your fucking bunker, mister. David Icke, what you see is a movie, simply theater to bamboozle you. People take sides and choose heroes when in reality, the elite have only one side. This guy's really growing on me, man. He's really growing on me. I'm gonna start looking into this lizard thing.
Start researching this.
Starting to sound more and more plausible.
Yeah, no, David Icke is the man.
The president's eldest son, the world's richest man.
His name is Ike, though. If we get him on the show, you got to call it Ike. Ike rhymes with, well, never mind.
I know. I always say it.
Yeah.
And dozens of prominent tech, media, and sports figures gathered Tuesday night at the White House for a black tie dinner in honor of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who previously had been labeled a pariah over his role in the 2018 killing of a Washington Post opinion columnist. Many tech and Wall Street executives sought to distance themselves from the Desert Kingdom 7 years ago when Jamal Khashoggi was dismembered in a Saudi consulate in Turkey, a killing U.S. intelligence officials concluded Mohammed had ordered. But as candles flickered and a piano played in the White House's East Room on Tuesday, leaders of the United States' biggest companies signaled they were open for business with Saudi Arabia. The formal dinner capped a day of festivities honoring Saudi Arabia's de facto leader as President Donald Trump welcomed Mohammed to the White House as an honored guest. Some of the dinner's attendees have had business in Saudi Arabia for years. Others are actively negotiating deals with sovereign wealth funds. Others have limited ties to Saudi Arabia, but are prominent allies and benefactors of Trump. The Washington Post asked representatives of more than 20 prominent guests about their decision to attend the dinner. They all declined to comment or did not respond. Here's a look at some of the high-profile names on Tuesday's guest list. The president's oldest son, Donald Trump Jr., sat among business leaders striking deals with Saudi Arabia as his father brushed off criticism that his family's increasing business interests in the Gulf state are influencing his relationship with the crown prince. Yeah, we don't really do any business there. I played blackjack there once. That's about it. Trump Jr. is an executive vice president at the Trump Organization, which announced earlier this week that it would work with a Saudi developer to bring a Trump-branded hotel to the Maldives. Last month, Trump Jr. traveled to Riyadh to speak about his venture capital firm at an event known as Davos in the Desert that showcases international business in the kingdom. Isn't it a good thing we got rid of all these WEF oligarchs by voting in Trump? Isn't it a good thing we got rid of all that? Asked earlier Tuesday about whether the deals create a conflict of interest, the president sought to distance himself from his family business, which he said had done very little. We did very little. Tiffany Trump and her husband, Michael Boulos, whose father, Mossad Boulos, is an advisor to the president, also made a rare White House appearance for the event. Isn't she on Fox, Tiffany Trump?
I think Lara Trump is on Fox.
Okay. Yeah, that's the other one. Tech leaders. Tech billionaire Elon Musk made his first public appearance at the White House since his feud with the president earlier this year. Now, remember, This is Donald Trump. This is Little Marco. This is a guy who has a nasty nickname for everybody. Marjorie Taylor Brown, all this shit. This motherfucker literally came out, said Trump is in the Epstein files. See ya. And here he is, man. And you knew the fix was in because he was getting defense contracts after that.
As the Epstein files blows up, right as that story blows up.
Blows up. You still think Donald Trump's running things?
Yeah.
You still think that guy's in charge? The executives, many businesses are increasingly courting deals in Saudi Arabia. Tesla began selling vehicles in the market earlier this year, and XAI, maker of Musk's chatbot Grok, has reportedly held talks about data center deals with the kingdom-backed artificial intelligence company Humane. Saudi Arabia has increasingly sought to position itself as a provider of AI computing power as entities tied to its sovereign wealth fund strike deals with Western computing companies. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang also attended the dinner as the Trump administration and Saudi government negotiate over access to advanced chips essential to the Gulf states' AI ambitions. OpenAI President Greg Brockman was also there, as his company is pursuing funds for AI data centers while also positioning itself to build them in other countries. IBM CEO Arvind Krishna and Qualcomm CEO Cristiano Amon attended on Tuesday, as well as several prominent tech and crypto executives, including Apple CEO Tim Cook, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, and Dell CEO Michael Dell. Mark Benioff, the founder and CEO of Salesforce, who recently helped persuade Trump to back off a National Guard surge in San Francisco, was also on the guest list. Citigroup CEO Jane Fraser, Pershing Square Capital Management's Bill Ackman, no surprise there, Blackstone CEO Steven Schwartzman, and Charles Schwab were among the Wall Street representatives present Tuesday. You know, it sounded pretty swampy. I thought he was going to drain the swamp.
Yeah.
Turns out the swamp was Bill Clinton. He drained him all right.
Yeah. I thought Bill Ackman was afraid of those radical Islamists too, you know.
Yeah. No, man, there's one color when these people get together. Green. That's the only color they really care about. The showing highlights the increasing interdependence between the Saudi and U.S. financial markets, as the kingdom is a major source of capital for U.S. companies. U.S. financial institutions also advise Saudi companies and funds on major deals. Now, I got to ask you, watching, I'm assuming most people who watch Jimmy's show are working people of relatively humble means. Do you think that when these people get together and they're making deals, they're thinking about you? Do you think they give one flying fuck about you? It's all about making themselves richer. The more they can take and the less you have, the happier they are. Saudi Arabia has sought to expand its global influence in part through sports, investing heavily in soccer, golf, and boxing. Tuesday night's dinner included soccer star Cristiano Ronaldo, who plays professionally in Saudi Arabia. FIFA president Giovanni Infantino, who has emerged as a close Trump ally ahead of the 2026 Men's World Cup in the U.S., also attended. Saudi Arabia is preparing to be the sole host of the tournament in 2034. Now, as you probably know, we Americans uniquely don't care about soccer, as we call it. But I was reading an article the other day that this American one is turning out to be a freaking disaster, particularly on the level of outrageously priced tickets, which is no surprise with Trump involved, as apparently he is very deeply. So maybe we will actually do a story on that. Bryson DeChambeau, who plays professional golf on the Saudi-owned Live Golf Tour, attended the White House event after golfing with the president and visiting the White House earlier this year. Fox News host Brett Baer and Maria Bartiromo had seats at the guest tables, as well as, David Ellison, the CEO of the media empire that was created through the multi-billion-dollar merger of Skydance and CBS parent company Paramount. And, of course, his father mentioned here, Oracle founder Larry Ellison, is the biggest donor in the world to the IDF. Yes, believe it or not, it is not illegal for an American business owner to donate funds to a foreign military. You believe that's not illegal? Sounds like dual loyalty to me. Doesn't that sound like dual loyalty?
Yeah.
In fact, it sounds like primary loyalty, but not to this country. So there you go, man. Quite a spread there.
Looks like a very nice ballroom, I gotta say.
Looks very nice. I don't know why we needed to rip out the east wing there.
Chandelier.
Looks very nice.
Yeah.
Looks very nice. Here's a list of some of the people there. Very, very nice crowd. We got our friend Pigman there, Howard Lutnick. Of course, the Pigman wasn't going to let a spread like that go to waste. Of course, he had to be there.
Just looking at the list, I see a lot of radical Muslims and a lot of Jews. It's funny how they all get together. They all get along great under the right circumstances, you know.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Yeah,
that's it, man. Ike has it exactly right, man. It's all theater. It's all theater. Look at that Trump Elon thing. And I got to say, man, some astute viewers of ours, I mean, of course, we were covering it. How do you not? But a lot of people who watch our show were saying it's all fake. It's all fake. None of this is real. It's just a distraction. And the first indication of that was Trump's like, yeah, we're going to have to look at his defense contracts. Not only did he not cut his defense contracts, he got more defense contracts, like right in the middle of all that. Mm-hmm. Within about a month of that blow up, they gave Elon more contracts. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. It's all just, watch these personalities fight on Mount Olympus to keep you distracted from the fact that they're all robbing you. And at the end of the day, to cast it in the best light and say they really had a fight. Okay, well, if they really had a fight, now you know who really has control. And it's not Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where the saying fake and gay comes from. That's what it is. It's all fake and gay.
Yeah.
that is one fake gay. That is one fake gay gathering there, for sure. All right. I think I got it. I think I'm taking over at the right place here with the chat. So Gator Pete, I am Bubba, literally. Thank you, Gator Pete. Goo81 says MBS probably in the Epstein files. That is one of the victims they are also protecting. Gator Pete says, wow, feel my words are lost. How much does Jimmy need to be heard? What does that mean? Shady Deals. My father was a World War II veteran, and at his funeral, they played a recording of taps from a speaker in the trumpet. Glad the Saudis get real musicians. That's right. Sound Chaser says, yeah, it's Ike, not Icky. You know, we know. Thank you. All right. Gator Pete says, spend a lot of money. Only half were posted. 2025 is a big club and you ain't in it. Please clap. No, we read them, Gator Pete. We're a little behind because we do the segments. We read them between segments. Don't worry. We got you.
Got you, yo.
Yeah. And I got a quick funny story about taps. I've told this story before. I played the trumpet in high school and I was pretty good at it. And my band director said, hey, there's a Memorial Day ceremony. It was Memorial Day weekend. It was Memorial Day ceremony at a cemetery. And they need a trumpet player to come and play taps when they cue it up, you know, the moment of silence, whatever. Do you think you can do it? So I said, yeah, sure. Well, okay. I just assumed I knew taps. You know, it's bum, 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 bum. So I didn't even think to like download the music. I play by ear. I know how to play that. Okay, so all right, fine. I'll do it. Except I didn't actually. Now I know that that's taps. But at the time, I mistook the reveille, the morning reveille, for taps. So I'm about to leave the house thinking I'm going to go play. When they cue up taps, I'm going to go, which is the opposite. That's the wake up.
Yeah.
Would have been seen as extraordinarily disrespectful to play that.
That would be
supposed to
pretty
play
funny if he jumps out of the box, though.
Yeah, Yeah, exactly. So I just thought to myself, right before I left the house, I was a teenager. What was it, 18? I'm about to get in the car to drive to the cemetery to do the performance. And I'm like, you know what? Let me make sure that that's actually taps. And so I Googled the sheet music and I realized, oh no, the taps is good thing it's a good fucking thing that I thought at the last second, I thought, let me just make sure. And that's why you always come prepared. Preparation is the name of the
That's the moral of the story.
The moral of the story. And so I got the right tune in my head and I played it and it all went well. But I was a second away from they bow their heads in silence. That's what would have happened if I not thought twice at the last second. All right. We will move right on along here.